I wanted to make a quick video about like old lifting gear, like my Nearups. These are my old Inzer Nearups. The first video I did was 11 fucking minutes because I cannot, if I start my old man stories, Uncle Terry stories, like Andrew Richard likes to call me. Shout out to Andrew Richard, by the way. I know he doesn't watch my shit, but he's a beast and I got a lot of respect for him. So anyway, I just switched to Uncle Terry and it went on for 11 fucking minutes, and I apologize for that. Let me fix that a little bit. So to make a very long story shorter, I hope, I wanted to talk just for a few minutes about old lifting gear, my old Nearups. These are Inzer Nearups. I don't remember their model. I'm sure we can find them online or somewhere. They're old. I got them in 2011. My old trainer at the time and training partner Siggi, or Sigurður, which is a beautiful old Viking name, Sigurður, got him for me. I gave him the money and he told me and he insisted on, you don't need super stiff Nearups, because I was a newbie. I was squatting 275. I was coming out. It was a year, no, it was exactly 6 or 7 months after my knee surgery, which went well, quadricep tendon reattachment. And I think it was the anterior ligament that was torn or damaged, and I cannot remember my English. God, I fuck up sometimes, so I apologize if I'm wrong. I'll probably look it up in Greek and translate it, and you'll see it in the text if I was wrong. But it was one of the ligaments in my knee, and the quadricep tendon was like almost torn off or detached, because it's been 12 years, and I woke up and my knee is fucking basketball size, and the doctor's like, because they were going to do an arthroscopic view, and they were just gonna clean up or vacuum the torn ligament or the cartilage under my kneecap. There was a lot of problems, and when I woke up, the dude is like, your knee was really bad, and he was like, how the fuck? Because I was able to work like that for almost a month until I got the surgery, and he said to me, how were you walking, or how you were working? I said, I don't know. I was a lot lighter. I was 210, or about 210, not like 295, 300s. I would have been screwed if that was the case right now, that body weight. Anyway, long story short, Siggi tells me, because I had a very weak squat, and it bothered me, because squat was and is still my favorite exercise. And he says, get a pair of Nearups. I was like, Nearups? I didn't know where to shop. I was new in Iceland, you know. And he said, I'll take care of it. I'll just tell you how much it costs. And I can't remember how much, between 5 and 10,000 kroner. I cannot remember now. So anyway, these little assholes, these are my softest Nearups, Inzer Nearups, 2 meter. They're kind of short, but they're soft, so you can crank the fuck out of them. These Nearups have gone in the trenches with me fucking hundreds, if not thousands. No, it has been thousands of sessions at this point, lower body sessions, whether it's leg press for heavy sets, or of course my usually above 75% of my heaviest squat, I'll use Nearups for my sets. I'll wrap up, because I compete in classic raw, which is raw with Nearups, as the Americans say it. Ooh, the sun. Yeah, what a surprise. So this is what I want to give a shout out to old lifting gear. Like, to me, it's invaluable. I have 5 pairs of Nearups. I got Iron Rebels in Iceland still. I have the Titan set, which is really tight, 2.5 meters, and the Iron Rebels as well. I cannot remember the model, but it's the Titans are the yellow, red, and black. They're very common. You will see them in a lot of the heavy squats or multiply. They wear the Titans, the 2.5s, or they come in 3 meters. I'm not allowed to use those because I compete in classic raw. But I also have at home, I have the Lillibridge Nearups, which are also, you can cramp them. They're not super stiff, but they're stiff enough. They're strong enough to help in the squat, but you can also wrap them yourself. And most of the time, in most of my meets, I was alone, so I had to wrap myself. I didn't have somebody like the last meet. My guy Manos, and last year also he helped me a lot there too. So in most of my meets I had to wrap myself, and that's why I always chose non-super stiff. Like, if on a scale to 10, I always get like a 7 or an 8, so I'm able to hold it and crank it, because when your name is up next, when you're like 2 guys behind, you need, like, I get up to a point where I'm gasping because I'm a heavy guy, my belly's pushing against my thighs, and I'm trying to wrap my knees, and it's fucking hard. So that's why I never chose the super stiff ones. I usually, when they come out, I think the stiffness goes up to 5. I usually pick like the 4s, not the 5s, 4 out of 5 stiffness. And I also have a pair of the Strength Shop Nearups, also not super stiff, but they're very strong at all 2.5 meters. Aside from these little guys that I love, I mean, I don't care if you took all of them from me, as long as I could hold, as long as I could keep my Inzer's 2 meter Nearups, because they have gone through a lot with me, a lot of wear and tear, traveled with me a lot, and they are my measurement of strength. Like if I can do 200 kg with these, I will usually, like, as long as I'm getting stronger, I'm using the softer Nearups. Now get this, for weights that I was not able to do 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and I had to use my strongest Nearups. Does that make sense? So to make, let's say 450 is not a super easy set for me with a 550 max squat. It's not, I mean, I got this for 5. I cannot necessarily say that I'm flying with 205 kg, right? So if I do this with these guys, then I can fly with it. I could probably do 7 reps, probably, with the stiffer Nearups, if that makes sense. Or another example for singles, because I really love to squat. Well, I'm not a heavy squatter, but for my ability, I like to squat heavy, right? For my percentages. So if I'm just trying to remember now, because I'm a bit of a number freak. Now, if I manage to squat, I think I've done 215 with these. These are 2 meters, I repeat. So you lose at least a couple of 1 to 2 turns on your knee, right? 2 reps, rounds. So if like an ultimate goal for me is to manage to do like a 500 pound squat with these. That would be fucking amazing for me, right? For my levels of strength, because I know I can hit it with the better Nearups, the longer ones and the stiffer ones. So these are always my measurement, and I know experienced lifters will understand what I'm saying. What is that now? 7 minutes. Yeah, I think I'll cut it. Last one was 11 minutes because I cannot stop telling stories. Us Greeks love drama, I suppose. Anyway, if you have old pairs of old gear, like old wrist straps, old elbow sleeves, there's always a way you can use them. I mean, I got my elbow sleeves for years and years, and I got a bit of stiffer ones from Extreme Stores last year. They're actually knee sleeves, I have to admit, but they're like large, extra large knee sleeves. I'm not, like I said before, I'm not a huge guy, but at the same time, I'm not a little guy, so you gotta accommodate. And I am fixing to get right now from my sponsor, shout out to E-Monster Power, the Polish brand, who sent me those 2 fantastic fucking bench bands or slingshots, whatever you want to call them, which I'm probably gonna use next week, one of them. So I'm fixing to get those elbow sleeves that they have. They're very tight. They have those little straps that you can enhance them even more. And with the problems that I have with my elbow, competing raw especially, I will definitely have to look into such an investment. So that was the video. I just finished some leg press. If the video looks nice because I was on my own, you will see it sometime this week. And thank you for watching.